Good afternoon, Miss.
Okay dah. Okay. Coding okay. Because of I use my hotspot data, so takut habis. So saya kena standby dulu hantar dekat phone. Sorry. Okay, chapter 4, presentation skill. Okay, so I think that everyone have already have the experience how to present and then so for today we will gonna learn how to make an effective how to get an effective presentation lah. Okay, so how to make an effective presentation. Okay. What is a presentation? So presentation is a structure, prepare and speech based mean of communicating information, okay, or ideas to a group of interested people in order to inform or persuade them. Okay, actually when we are talking with our friends, two or more than if we talk to our friends, there's even though there is two people or more people, that's we call as a presentation. Okay, so presentation is the knowledge that you have, the knowledge that you know, and then you present to the other person who doesn't know about it. Okay, so for example, if you are a student, you must the presentation is a compulsory thing lah yang you have to do to get the assessment mark. Okay, because of presentation is actually guide us and bring us to more confident what we already learned in the class and for me also to make sure that my student are understand what I teach you in the class and so on lah. Okay, so of course presentation is the communicating information or ideas to a group of interested people. So presentation is something who are interested in something. For example, if you want to present about the theory of shipping management maybe, and so if I interested in about shipping management, maybe I will join your presentation. Okay, for example, if you have meeting, and for example you have meeting, so you must give the presentation about the progress of the project or progress of the anything ataupun any kind of thing that you already done. You must do a presentation. Okay, so actually presentation is more to something that we need and then something what we interested in. Okay, in order to inform or persuade them, or presentation is about we inform about something. For example, just now I say about the progress of the project. Okay, and then the other example, if you do for example, if you in a company and and then you doing you as a salesman, contoh ataupun for example you as a salesman car salesman, you want to show that the sales yang you dah buat in that month, you do some presentation to your boss about how many car already sold by you in a month, and so that is we call a presentation. Okay, you inform and persuade them. Okay, maybe one day if you work in some marketing company or another company, you won't get to the tender of a project, and maybe you one day you will gonna be an engineer, so you want to get some project and some tender. So there is still have a presentation to persuade them. For that, the other investment or investor will confident with you when you doing a presentation. Okay, so and then why presentation skill training, and why to properly structure your presentation, because everything from beginning and until to the end we have the structure. Okay, we must have the structure when we are doing in presentation. Okay, because we gonna look lah the flow of the of our our presentation and our subject what we want to talk about. Okay, and then to overcome nervousness, and then when we have presentation skill, so that we can overcome the nervousness. Okay, sometimes some student they I as a teacher I can see how nervous you are. And for example, you bring some student, they love to bring some paper. Maksudnya they have their own kertas, apa kita panggil? Kertas toyo lah, kita panggil kertas toyo yang mereka pegang kan. So that when she or he present, so the key point that she or he want to say is there. Okay, and then sometimes some student bila dia suka bawa kertas kan, when kertas in front of the others, when she or he present, the kertas will gonna be macam apa, bergerak kan, apa orang kata, bergerak, and then we see lah how nervous she are or he are. Okay, so to overcome the nervousness, actually we must have the skills, and we must have the presentation skill. And then number 3 is to develop powerful body language. Okay, when you present something to the others, or when you are talking to the others, the one factor or the one thing that you can attract people is with your body language. If you standing, if you only standing out there and then you talk, so people we gonna get bored, and so people are gonna get bored, and then start to talking to each other, so not focus anymore to you, and so on lah. Okay, so about to you develop or make an body language lah. Okay, and number 4 is to deliver effective presentation. Okay, when you have the presentation skill, so that you may or you can deliver the effective presentation, so that your audience really gonna understand what you want to say. Okay, to learn what not to do during presentation. So presentation skill is tell us about the something or the bad doing that we can do in or during presentation. Okay, to design and use a visual aid effectively. Okay, so presentation is about using the visual. Okay, if you present something to the audience with a narrative, we call as a narrative the narrative apa tu, what we call, kita persembahkan dengan tulisan yang biasa kan, tulisan yang biasa, or something is board, and only the tulisan and not the picture and the others, so it will make audience feel very bored. Okay, So when you make presentation, you have to put the design and use the visual aid that given, and there is a lot of visual and design that contained in the PowerPoint slide. In the PowerPoint, there is a lot of design and visual that we can use when we making some PowerPoint. Okay. And then so we actually don't want to our audience to feel like that. Okay, when we talking in front, the audience is sleep behind. Is it right? So this situation is more completely same when we are in the school, and when we still in primary or primary or secondary school, which is our our pengetua, what we call headmaster. Our headmaster is talking in front, or maybe discipline teacher talking in front, we sleep and behind because of the the presentation that make by the headmaster is very bored. Okay, with her what we call her body language is not there, and then the mostly headmaster there, he or she have a slow voice, and especially men lah, bila dah tua kan, bila dah mereka dah tua, dah very old, and the sound is very slow, so student is not attractive, not attractive anymore lah. Okay, some headmaster like that lah. Okay, guru besar biasanya mereka akan apa orang kata, mereka akan cakap slow kan, cakap slow, lepas tu kita pun kadang-kadang boring kan dengar guru besar bercakap because of the voice is very slow, and then there is not body language, there is not joking. Some teacher or headmaster who speak in front, they would like to give some jokes and something yang can attract the student lah. Okay. And then okay, common cause of ineffective presentation. So what is the cause of ineffective? So apa penyebab kepada berlakunya ketidak ineffective lah, tak efektif sesuatu presentation tersebut. So the one is failure to motivate the audience, and we as a speaker, we are failure how to motivate the audience. Okay, because as we know, audience is there is a lot of stage of age. There is sometimes our audience is kanak-kanak and children. Sometimes there is a audience that still in primary or secondary school, and then we also have the teenagers, the adults, and the warga emas lah. Okay, and then second is confusing structure. Okay, when we do not have the structure, the what we call kita tak ada satu structure yang baik, when we do not have the good structure, we will make ourselves is confused what we going to talk about. For example, if you want to talk about the nasi goreng, maybe how to make nasi goreng, so without the structure or the consequences of your point, they will gonna first we put the rice, second we put the chicken. Actually, when you want to make some rice, you have to put the rice first, and then water, and then steam it in 30 minutes, and then after that barulah you tumis sambal, and then you put ayam and so on. Okay, you put chicken and so on. Okay, so itu adalah how we manage the consequences and the structure. Okay, and then and number 3 is excessive details. So di mana you kadang-kadang you give the details is not related that the point that you want to that you give. Sometimes you give details but it's not related. And then it will make sometime lah dia akan mengambil masa yang agak lama untuk kita menerangkan sesuatu perkara is because of the details is not related. Okay. And number 4 is poorly designed slide, and sometimes our slide is very bored and macam kita punya slide akan jadi bosan because of kita menggunakan tulisan yang rata kan. Lepas tu the slide is very hard to see to read, and sometimes they use the size of the font. The size font is very small, so the audience is not cannot read what is that we want to talk about. Okay, what is our point in the slide? Okay, so they don't see directly and not clear lah. Okay, and then the step needed to make an effective presentation. So what is the step for us to have an effective presentation? Okay, so the first is for delivering an effective presentation, we need to take the following step. The first is planning. Okay, planning. So why is planning is very important? Why? Because we want to make a effective presentation. Okay, the first is planning, second is preparation. Okay, sorry. Okay, second is preparation, and the third is delivery. Okay, how? Number 2 is preparation, how we prepare our staff, how we prepare our appearance and so on lah. Okay, how we deliver something to audience, and is it audience understand what we gonna say? So that must prepare by us. Okay, and then speaking tips for professionals. So there are a few things that tips given to the professional lah. Okay, speech writing. Okay, speech writing, delivery and power of rhetoric, adding humor, 4 steps to perfect presentation, and visual aids. Okay, yang pertama sekali adalah the first thing is about the speech writing. So we have to write what we're gonna want to say to the audience, and okay, so that we can prepare what is the details or the information or the knowledge that we want to give to them. Second is deliver and power of rhetoric. So we use something which is have some power. For example, we use the term that's very bombastic, and when we give some speech. And then number 3 is adding humor, which is you use your humor if you want to, when you at time you talk about the sad, something is very sad and slow, you use your humor, you use your sad humor maybe, and if you want to say about the something funny, so you use your funny humor lah, you gembira, and then you menggunakan suara-suara yang intonasi yang agak menggembirakan, with some mimik muka. Okay, some kita punya mimik muka lah, how to adding some humor in our deliver. Okay, and number 4 is step to perfect presentation, and there is a 4 step to perfect presentation, so we're gonna learn after this, and then use the visual aids. Okay, planning. What is the purpose of your presentation? So you must plan what is the purpose of your presentation? For example, that I given just now is about how to make nasi goreng, and so the purpose is you want to tell the audience that how to make the very delicious nasi goreng. Okay, so that is your purpose. Okay, and then second, who will be your audience? So you must to know who your audience. Okay, when you know who your audience, so exactly you will gonna prepare how to give the speech. Okay, so for example, if you teach or you give some talk, maybe you talk about dengue fever to the children at the preschool, and preschool, how you want to deliver that information to them. Macam mana you nak deliver something yang very important knowledge to kepada kanak-kanak yang masih kecil, kan, yang kadang-kadang they don't understand what we're gonna say, kadang-kadang they don't understand the situation. So how to deliver the something that we know to them. Okay, macam for example like student in the kindergarten, kan, they are very hard to understand what the people who like us, adult people, want to say. Okay, so maybe you can use the visual, or maybe you can do some action, and you berlakon, kan, sikit-sikit macam mana kena fever, kan, sakit ke apa ke, kan, or maybe you can use some cartoons movie, kan, for example Upin Ipin, kan. Upin Ipin is also is quite platform when we want to deliver something to the children. Okay, that's why the teachers in the kindergarten, they have their the kind of attraction that they must attract the student. For example, kalau you biasa tengok cikgu-cikgu tadika, kan, cikgu-cikgu tadika, they love to use the picture, kan. Kalau kamu tengok buku-buku kanak-kanak pun, there's a lot of colourful, and very colourful, and then there's a lot of picture, there's a lot of visual. Okay, so that so that children can understand. And for example, like, okay, if you want to tell about the red color, kan, so you take something which is red color, and for example, what this kind of color, class, and contoh, kan, red, teacher. So you menggunakan warna sebagai something yang mereka boleh faham, then they can see. Okay, and then if we see some public speaker, kan, if we go to the competition, public speaking competition, most people, they use some props, kan. Kalau kita tengok kanak-kanak bercerita, kan, dia agak lain, kan, dia menggunakan banyak props, costume, and so on lah. Okay, kalau kita tengok kanak-kanak punya teater pun, kan, mereka menggunakan banyak prop yang dapat menggambarkan sesuatu evidence, kan. Okay, and then kalau for teenagers, how to speak in front of the teenagers. And as we know that teenagers is a very what we call, mereka ni ada satu macam mana cakap, teenagers ni dia more to benda yang attractive, benda yang enjoyable. Okay, so our presentation must be something that very attractive, and for example, some speaker, they love to make some jokes, and then they love to show the videos, so that the teenagers can be can be more attention to the speaker. Okay, and then the other point is, what are you trying to achieve through this presentation? So apa yang kamu nak dapat daripada melalui presentation ni? Okay, Okay, so regarding to the nasi goreng sedap and the delicious nasi goreng. Okay, what you want to get is, firstly, uh, I want that my audience is understand what I'm saying first. Second is I want to my audience to understand about the ingredients that we use for making the nasi lemak and for making the nasi goreng. Okay, and third, I want to my audience to know how or how the sequences for making the nasi goreng. Okay, so kita nak tahulah macam mana kita nak saya cakap macam mana how people can understand. At first mereka faham apa yang kita nak masukkan. Second, they know how to make nasi goreng, apa barang-barang yang diperlukan, what is the ingredients that they need, and third is apakah susunan ataupun we call as the step to making the nasi goreng. So if the objective ataupun something that you want to trying to achieve is success, so that your presentation is good lah. So you get an effective presentation. Okay, so when you want to make sure that your presentation is effective or not, you can use the Q&A session. And sometimes bila kita pergi macam some events, school event and like ceramah or motivation session, they always at the end of their talk or their presentation, the speaker will also ask we some question and to make sure that we understand. Sometimes like teacher also in the class, we also teacher also ask the student, faham ke tak kan? Do you understand or not what I'm teaching today? And so that teacher will make sure that her presentation is effective or not. If not effective, maybe there are still something wrong or something then that we can add in our presentation skill every day. Okay. And then planning. Okay, planning. Number 4 is about the design your message. So how you want to design your message. So there's a lot of thing or there's a lot of the point that we can take for make the design. For example, use the body language kan. Kalau kamu tengok the best speaker kan, the best speaker like Mark Zuckerberg and ataupun if you love to see if you love to watch the what we call nama dia TED Talks in YouTube. Kamu pergi dekat channel in YouTube, kamu pergi dekat channel TED, so you can see there's a lot of public speaker which is a very good public speaker. Okay, di mana they use the terms of simple English that everyone can understand, and then they use the body language that people saya cakap when we still stand and still stand in the front, not do any kind of movement, so that people will get bored. Okay, so actually you have macam you have your hand and so you have your hand, so you use your hand to speak with others. Okay? You show you punya body language, okay, towards the other, so that orang nampak lah yang bahawasanya kita ada we have the motivation ataupun we have the semangat untuk kita bagi tahu something for the others. Okay, organize your materials. Okay, organize your materials is something like that lah, yang sama macam yang tadi, which is about the you must make sure that you have your own planning lah. You have you punya the susunan, the consequences, what you gonna say first, second, third, fourth, Okay, so organize your material. If you want to use prop, okay, you make sure you have a complete prop ends. Ataupun if you want to use the slide, you must make sure that your slide is not not board or not apa orang kata uh, kita tengok benda tu kita tak bosan. Use a lot of kejap ya guys. Okay, and then third is design the look of your presentation. Make sure you punya, if you want to use the slide, so that you have to make sure that you punya slide is very attractive lah. Okay, use kalau macam apa PowerPoint tu use you use the suitable color kan, the suitable background. Okay. Use the suitable font when you're making the slide. Okay, so there's a lot of tips that you can get when you do the design, when you design your presentation. Okay, and then create the slide. Okay, sama lah juga. Okay, same as the point above, which is we have to do the slide that very and attractive slide lah. Okay, and then step 1, okay, list your objective. Okay, why are you making this presentation? Okay, so you first is like I said just now, you must have your objective. Why you want to present this? Kenapa? Why? Okay, for example, like you want to tell about the procedure or the tips or the step to make nasi goreng and maybe. Okay, so the first thing is you want to tell about how to do nasi goreng and how to do nasi goreng. So, and then what do you expect to accomplish? So, apa yang kamu expect untuk hasil daripada this presentation kan? Hasil daripada kamu present cara-cara nak buat nasi lemak. So, apa yang kamu expect? Okay, so mestilah kamu expect yang your audience is understand what you gonna say, what you gonna teach them. Okay, and then step 2, focus on the audience. Okay, focus on the audience. Who are there? Just now I already told that we have to know who our audience. Okay, so for example, you as a student, who is your audience? Of course lah, me as a lecturer and your member class. So actually it's a very quiet good lah when you make some presentation, you make in front of your class member. Okay, so that you tahu dah apa perangai you punya member class ni macam mana. Kalau mereka ini jenis yang mudah apa orang kata distract with the other things and mudah alih perhatian, ataupun mereka ini jenis yang suka something yang lawak ke ataupun something yang menarik, so that you know, okay, so budak-budak kelas member so my member kelas aku ni suka benda yang kelakar, so that why not I put the something that make them joke, make them why not I put some funny and some funny things and in my slide or others lah. Okay, and then if you want to talk to your audience, which is still in children and children in kindergarten, so there is a few tips that you have to know how to handle the the student kan, because sometimes children ni mereka tak duduk diam kan. They cannot stay still kan. Dia orang tak boleh duduk diam and then selalu go to the play with her or she always play with their friends kan. When teacher give something ataupun teach something, that's why lah biasanya kanak-kanak guru-guru tadika ini mereka agak payah untuk handle kan. There's a very difficult thing that we want to handle the student kan. Sama lah kalau macam sekolah rendah pun kan. Biasa-biasa kanak-kanak ni dia suka bising, usik-usik kawan kan. So macam mana kita nak tarik perhatian dia. Okay, how we want to attract her attention. Okay. Second is focus on what your audience needs to know, not what you know. That's why lah, if you want to give something knowledge, you must bagi tahu yang how you want to know. Maksudnya apa yang perlu kamu tahu. For example, you as a economy specialist, contoh kan, kamu adalah pakar ekonomi. So you want to tell to your audience about the type of economy sector in Malaysia. Maybe kamu nak bagi tahu bagaimana apakah sektor ekonomi yang dijalankan di dalam Malaysia kan, contoh. So that kamu bagi je lah tahu apa ekonomi tersebut. Jangan kamu melencong ke benda yang lain. So that audience akan agak bosan lah. Dia ni cakap pasal apa kan? Bukankah dia nak cakap pasal berkenaan dengan sektor ekonomi yang dekat Malaysia? Kenapa dia cakap pasal apa yang berlaku dalam apa yang sektor ekonomi perlukan. So dia macam agak lari lah. Okay. For example ataupun benda yang lain, if you want to get something about how to handle our finance kan, contohnya kalau kamu pergi ke majlis ataupun seminar-seminar yang manage about the finance kan, macam mana kita nak how to handle our finance kan. So kamu pergi untuk dengan harapan untuk kamu tahu bagaimana nak menguruskan how to handle our good finance kan. Macam mana kita nak dapat satu kewangan yang baik kan. Kamu pergi kat situ semata-mata untuk tahu benda tu. Tiba-tiba kan, unfortunately kamu punya speaker itu is a talk about how to get easy money contoh. So benda tu tak kena lah kan, because of you don't focus on what you want to say kan. That's why lah topik on each seminar, on each event is very important. Okay, because kalau kita tengok banner kan, if you look to banner kan, biasanya kalau mereka akan bagi tahu tentang topik and evidence, apa yang akan berlaku, cerita apa yang mereka akan bicarakan kan. Contoh is about the forum, apa forum yang mereka bincangkan, apa yang mereka discuss, apa yang mereka bahaskan kan. So that we know lah what will our speaker gonna talk. Okay. Kadang-kadang tu topik is very important because of they will attract the audience lah. Contohnya kamu buat satu seminar, contoh you do some seminar about the kamu buat seminar berkenaan dengan bengkel menghasilkan penulisan yang baik, contoh kan. Di mana kamu buat satu bengkel which is we can use some tips in doing essay writing maybe. So student akan tertarik lah, ada seminar bengkel macam mana nak tulis essay writing, jomlah pergi. Kita pun lemah juga ni essay writing ni, baik kita pergi. So bila ada topics and so audience dah tahu dah what we will gonna say. Okay, what we will gonna talk about. Okay, the tips of how to make an essay writing. Okay, so topic is very important lah. And then third, consider audience level and interest. That's why lah when we know our audience, what the stage of age that our audience have is very important. Okay, for example, like when you talk with your mom and your dad, or when you talk with your grandfather, grandmother, there's a little bit something that you must have a different thing. For example, kalau macam you talk with your mother, benda tu apa, perkara yang kita nak sampaikan tu agak lain kan. Bila when we talk to our grandfathers, dia akan menjadi sedikit lain sedikit. Penyampaian tu akan menjadi lain. For example macam saya bagi contoh lah. Okay, macam hari tu I call my grandfathers, and then my grandfathers tanyalah, dah kerja tak kan? Kerja tak tu? Lepas tu saya jawab lah, kerja Tok Ki, kerja work from home. Saya sebut macam tu, work from home. Lepas tu Tok Ki saya pun macam, work from home. Lepas tu saya pun macam, baru saya teringat, Tok saya ni bukan orang yang terpelajar kan. Maksudnya, he not know what the meaning of work from home. So saya pun ubah saya punya ayat tu, saya cakap kita kerja dekat rumah Tok Ki. Macam tu, kerja tapi kerja dekat rumah. Kerja dari rumah lah, tak pergi pejabat pun, cakap macam tu dekat dia. Lepas tu so that dia kerja duduk rumah, kerja kat rumah lah. Dia macam faham. So itulah yang dimaksudkan oleh the level kan. Kita when we talk, we have to make sure that our audience level ni macam mana kan. That's why lah kalau macam contoh kan, most of insurance agent kan, agent insurance bila dia face the clients, okay, bila dia menghadapi clients, dia akan they will use some simple punya orang kata, ialah kalau kita nak fahamkan orang tentang sesuatu perkara tu, ini agak susah lah. It's very difficult to make someone understand what we're going to say. Nak lagi benda yang agak orang kata agak berkaitan dengan benda yang fact and something that related to fact ataupun something that related to theory kan. So benda tu agak susah when we want to deliver to the level yang tak sesuai kan, level yang kalau kita tahu okay level ni taraf SPM, so kita bercakap dengan dia macam mana orang SPM ni dia nak memahami apa yang orang PhD ataupun orang master ni bercakap. Okay, sebab kadang-kadang when people who take master or PhD, cara mereka cakap, the way how they talk is very different lah for those yang ambil SPM, lepas yang SPM ataupun okay, kalau kamu nak tengok the very attractive ataupun someone who sangat berkesan when they deliver something is the politician. Okay, actually I love to, macam tadi saya buka parlimen kan, bagaimana parlimen membahaskan how they deliver dia on agenda kan, macam mana dia bagi agenda dalam Dewan Parlimen kan. So dekat situ kalau kamu tengok, there's a lot of speaker that is a very good speaker. Okay, actually politician is a very good speaker that we can make as an idol. Okay, kita boleh melihat cara dia bercakap macam mana how they can attract the people who stay in the village. For example macam makcik-makcik tua kan, pakcik-pakcik tua, macam mana dia boleh menarik minat, how they can take the apa orang kata, not focus, is it like how the politician can make the villagers love them. Okay, sampai kadang-kadang bergaduh kan, dia sampai kadang-kadang tu bergaduh dengan orang kampung sebab terlalu menyokong orang tu kan. Sebab apa? Sebab apa yang disampaikan oleh the kind of thing that delivered by the politician is menusuk di dalam jiwa mereka. Okay, sehingga kan mereka percaya sebulat-bulatnya. Okay, so that's why kalau kamu nak tengok, the good speaker adalah politician. Okay, saya ada satu idea lah di mana I have one idea yang saya memang sangat teruja dengan dia. I adore him. is Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Saya suka the way how he speak. Saya suka cara dia bercakap, macam mana dia bercakap. Kadang-kadang saya tak terlalu macam saya kata orang tak menyokong dia kan, sebab adalah perkara-perkara yang dibuat politician kan. There's a lot politician yang kita tak boleh percaya kan. Tapi apa yang saya nak tekankan kat sini, the thing that I want to focus here is kita melihat how the politician or the speaker, when he talk to the others, orang boleh jadi attract dengan dia. Okay, people can attract to the politician when they are talk and so benda itulah yang kita ambil point yang sangat penting. Okay, kadang-kadang sebab tu orang selalu dengar kan, orang selalu cakap, my lecturer also tell us and suggest us that kita boleh dengar and we can hear, but untuk save apa yang dia cakap tu, itu bergantung kepada kita. Okay, orang kata dengar boleh, percaya jangan. Okay, tu benda yang kita, kalau macam kawan-kawan you punya kawan-kawan you yang pandai selok-belok cerita ke, dia bagus sebab dia pandai selok-belok cerita dan menyebabkan orang yakin dengan dia. Tapi at the same time, kita kena letakkan untuk diri kita adalah we have to always pesan pada diri kita yang kita, bila kita mendengar orang berbicara, kita boleh percaya kan. Kita boleh percaya, kita boleh dengar, we can hear, but to understand or untuk kita nak percaya benda tu, untuk kita trust something that he say or she say, is depends on us. Okay, percaya, dengar boleh, percaya jangan. Okay, and then consider audience level and interest. Okay, ni dah terang dah tadi. And then decide what you want the audience to do as the result of your presentation. Okay, so you decide apa yang you want the audience to do. Apa yang kamu nak audience kamu tu buat, so that the result of presentation kamu berhasil kan. For example, like I just say just now about the Q&A session kan, di mana kita mengadakan, we have some Q&A, so that bila student tanya ataupun bila audience tanya question, so kita boleh answer, and at the same time kita boleh pastikan yang bahawasanya our audience is understand what we speak about. Okay, and then step 3 is determine the message kan. Okay, tailor the points to the audience, technical level, information need and interest. Okay, so you must tailor the points. Maksudnya you must have the good evidence or the good details to make sure that it support your points. Okay, tambah-tambah lah informasi yang a new latest information kan. For example, you talk about the ethnocentrism. For example, you membicarakan tentang kelakuan ethnocentrism, which is ethnocentrism is the way how we feel superior kan. Macam mana kamu belajar kan CDIM about the ethnocentrism. So ethnocentrism is the way how we feel superior kan. Contohnya macam orang Melayu merasakan diri mereka ni bagus, and Malay people feel that their self is more good, better than Chinese people, for example lah. Okay, so kamu bagi tahu what is the situation ataupun the issue that regarding to the ethnocentrism. You boleh masukkan berkenaan dengan di mana orang India ini, Indian people feel like in law sector there's a very good lah than other. Kadang-kadang mereka merasakan bahawa dunia guaman itu lebih bagus ataupun lebih banyak diceburi oleh golongan mereka berbanding orang Melayu maupun Cina. Okay, so they feel the superior. So benda tu kamu boleh masukkan in the apa orang kata, add some information lah, so that you can make sure that your audience is understand. Okay, if you want to talk about shoes, okay, first thing when you talk about shoes, you tell them about, okay, where is the shoes is made and from how much the cost of one shoes, and ataupun kamu cerita berkenaan dengan the design of the shoes kan. Lepas tu at the same time kamu masukkan berkenaan dengan what is the kepentingan ataupun the kepentingan dalam kita memakai kasut. So add something, okay, so that people more understand. Okay, modify the presentation for each new audience, and make sure bila kamu buat presentation kan, for example macam kalau macam kementerian kan, the Ministry of Health and the Ministry MOH, Ministry of Health, sometimes diorang mempunyai satu apa kata, they have diorang mempunyai satu maklumat ataupun that evidence yang they use to all kind of thing. Maksudnya if for example kalau macam health punya staff dia nak menerangkan, they want to tell about the tips how to avoid the dengue fever. So mereka mempunyai mempunyai points yang sama kan, cumanya cara nak menyampaikan kepada audience yang berbeza itu adalah agak sukar kan. Dia perlu, kalau macam kamu ada satu slide, okay, setiap minggu kamu perlu present kan dekat orang berkenaan dengan dengue fever, tapi setiap minggu itu kamu macam yalah nak buat slide banyak-banyak pun agak susah kan, tapi at the same time kamu okay, so for example like when you want to use when you want to use the same slide is not suitable lah for the audience. Okay, so when you get the different audience, for example you get children punya when your audience is child, you must make sure the presentation is, your slide is suitable for child to understand. Okay, and then when you get the audience is teenagers, you must make sure that the presentation ataupun the slide is suitable for the teenagers. Okay, so you must to modify lah the presentation for each new audience. Okay, and then preparation. Okay, preparation. Okay, preparation is fundamental rules for presentation are, okay, fundamental is asas. Okay, asas, what is the fundamental rules for each presentation that we gonna speak and gonna teach. Okay, the first is object of presentation is first decide your message in advance. Okay, you decide what you will gonna tell them. Okay, what your message. Okay, and then have a strong conviction on what you want to talk. So you have a strong conviction, you have strong evidence, strong hujah, and strong conviction on what you want to talk, so that audience will more focus and they will trust on our speaker lah, our speaker and our speaking, our deliver and so on. Okay, so itu adalah asas, that is the fundamentals rules. Okay, organize your points logically. Okay, you must organize that your point is very logic lah. Jangan is very wrong if you use the wrong points and then you use the wrong evidence when you doing some speech. Okay, what to say at the beginning, what you deal in the middle, and then how to close. Bagaimana you want to close your how you want to ending your speech, and maybe by summarizing entire presentation. Okay, so that is the organize your point. Okay, how you organize your point to each slot or to each point lah. Okay, and then preparation is rehearse in private. Okay, you need to practice. Okay, you need to practice deliver of presentation because practice make a person perfect. And for example, if you want gonna deliver the preparation tomorrow, so for that night, and untuk malam tu you will gonna prepare yourself and speaking in front of the mirror and talk to yourself alone, so that you more get confident. You will confident more, and then you will see lah what is the consequences and the step how you want to deliver your speech. Okay, for example, for those yang always involved in public, and for example be a MC and MC majlis and event MC, and then you join a competition like public speaking. Okay, and then you join a competition who read the poems, and then if you join competition like forum and ataupun debate competition and so on, so you must have to be practice and practice on what you want to deliver. Okay, because practice is perfect and practice will make us perfect. Okay, and then number 4 is keep notes to a minimum. Okay, if necessary, use index cards and jot down the main point. So this is very important when you make some slide, and so you have to minimum at least use at least a minimum sentence lah. Okay, when you doing some points. Okay, conquer nervousness. Okay, you have to conquer your nervous. Kamu kena menguasai kamu punya gelisah kamu, kan? Jangan terlalu nampak. Don't make that your audience see your nervousness. Okay, don't be afraid. Sometimes an audience may seem intimidating, and kadang-kadang we see that our audience is very focused on speaker, so that speaker will get nervous, and same as us lah. If we join some what we call seminar, and then we enter the class, and we see to our teacher, and then we see to the speaker. We will more focus to the speaker, and then speaker dia akan rasa macam lama orang semua tengok aku, kan, macam tu. So benda tu that kind of thing that we have to conquer it. Okay, but always remember that are also people like you. Imagine that you are addressing your friends, so when you speak to the others, you have to make sure that you think that everyone is same, and everyone is your friend, everyone is your family, so that you have the confidence to talk in front of the others. Okay. Okay, then preparation. Try to conquer nervousness. The first thing is try to minimize your stage fear. Because of fear, untuk ketakutan ini, fear, there is a stage of fear sebenarnya. Okay, kalau if we have a little bit of fear, it's okay. We can handle it. But if you have the height or the height fear in yourself, there's a thing that you must handle early. Okay, for make sure that your presentation is not distract anymore. Okay, and then take deep breath and try relax before you get before you deliver your speech, you must have to take deep breath and slow, tarik nafas and relax. Okay, if required, drink a little water. Sometimes people, when she or he want to speak, he considered to drink a little water. Okay, biar bagi dia berehat lah, rest sedikit. Okay, and then concentrate on topic and not the audience. Okay, you must to concentrate on topic. If you concentrate on the audience, so you will gonna be nervous lah. Okay, because audience is not, sometimes audience is for 15 minutes only they will focus, but after that they will be main-main kan, play ataupun talking to each other, not focus lah we call. Okay, so kita kena ingat, we have to remember that the thing that very important is when we want to tell something kan, kita nak bagi tahu tentang topik tersebut, bukannya kita nak orang kata bukannya kita nak our audience is to focus on everything that we talk. Okay, if we focus on that, so we will not gonna get the effective presentation lah. Okay, remember, winners continues, loser stop. Okay, so when doing preparation, we must have some practice. Okay, don't stop because the winners don't stop. Okay, and then organizing your delivery, generous tips. Okay. Wait, class. Okay, so organizing your delivery, generosity at first is announce your topic clearly. Okay, you have to announce your topic. This is thing that I already say before. It's about the banner and if you want to get the good audience, so you must to tell what the topic that you want to talk about and what the speech topic that you want to deliver. Second, give an outline of your presentation in your introduction. So outline is very important so that people will acknowledge ataupun will acknowledge that that is the point. Okay, bila audience tengok, mereka akan nampak, oh ini adalah point dia. So okay, and then state your objective upfront. Okay, mention your objective, what you want to get from this speech. Okay, what you want to get from your presentation and so on. Okay, and then the delivery. Okay, the delivery must the elements that very important is, the first is eyes and our eyes. The second is voice. Third is expression, and the fourth is body. Okay, so okay, the opener. Okay, deliver the opener. Okay, tell them what you are going to tell them. Okay, so kamu bagi tahu mereka apa yang kamu nak bagi tahu mereka. Okay, set the tone, capture your audience attention, boot rapid, tailor your opponent to you. Okay, so it's a very important lah. When you deliver something, you must have your tone, your voice tone. You must capture your audience. Maybe you capture the audience attention is with some jokes ataupun with your high tone kan. Okay. Macam contohnya, for example, if teacher when she or he teach in the class, if a student not here ataupun student play in the class, teacher biasanya akan sebut kelas, duduk diam kelas, macam tu kan. So suara apa tu, the high tone is the what we call as the alarm for them to be quiet. Okay, so itu adalah set the tone. Okay, capture your audience attention, build rapport. It mean bina satu, apa orang kata, bina satu intention ataupun relation yang baik with your audience. Okay, and then introduction. Okay, introduction is start with a bang to get attention. Okay, start with an icebreaker such as a story, joke, or a quotation. Okay, so this is introduction. You must sometimes everyone ataupun every speaker who deliver something, they will have a different kind of how to deliver the introduction, how they want to start the speech. Okay, mereka ada they have their own apa orang kata, they have their own style lah. For speaker who always speak in front of the people, they have their own style. Okay, for the people who like us yang just present in front of the class during the semester, we have our own technique how to get the attention ataupun how to get our friends attention and so on. Okay, start with an icebreaker such as story, joke or quotation, and kadang-kadang kita meletakkan apa orang kata, quotes pada permulaan in the beginning of the introduction. Okay, the opener, be warm and friendly, provide fact and figures, throw out a question. So this item is I already tell you before. Okay, and then organizing the delivery. Okay, at the middle, saying it. Organize the presentation around main aspect of the subject. Okay, you have to organize the presentation around the main aspect. So the main idea ataupun the main point that you want to say, you must clarify it. Okay, make the audience clear what you want to say. Okay, body of presentation. The first is cover the subject in logical order. Okay, second is repeat important points. Okay, sometimes when our teacher in school always repeat the important parts. Okay, the first thing is you must do the homework. Okay, contoh. Lepas tu, the second is when you before you sleep, you must check ataupun you must prepare your bag first before you go to the school tomorrow, and lepas tu, and then number 3, your teacher always pesan to us, make sure to wash your teeth and wash your feet before you go to sleep. So dia akan teachers always repeats that things in every day in our class, kan. Biasanya kadang-kadang it's not only teacher but sometimes our parents is also remind us to do the same thing in every day. So repeat the important point is a very important lah, so that we acknowledge that the item is a very important in our daily life. Okay, number 3 is use a visual wherever possible. Okay, use visual. The 4th is the voice should not be too fast, too high or too slow. Okay, that's why I talk about the tone just now. Okay, kalau high tone is suitable for situation yang macam mana, kan. Kalau we use the slow tone, we use the slow tone, how in what kind of situation that we can use that tone. Okay, body language during presentation. The first thing is smile, and smile, make eye contact. Some speaker, speaker, the eye contact is very important. If you don't have the eye contact, people will not focus on you. That is the reality. Okay, do not lock your arms kan. Jangan lock kamu punya arm. Contohnya, for example, you put your hand behind your body kan. You cakap-cakap macam ni and then you punya tangan dekat belakang. So it's not suitable lah. Okay, don't lock your arms. Ataupun you put your arms ataupun you put your hand in your pocket and when you give speech, it's not suitable. It's look not nice lah. Okay, make sure you use you punya hand ni in each every each your punya speech. Okay, knees unlock, head up and move. Okay, kepala kamu mesti your head mesti ke atas. Jangan don't present like you present on your if you want to present, you must to be confident lah. If you tunduk and you look down, it's not sure that you are confident. Okay, and then move. Okay, bergerak kan. Kalau you speak on the stage, you must use the stage fully kan. Kamu mesti menggunakan pentas tu sepenuhnya. Okay, that's why lah if you see the theatre presentation ataupun the public speaker ataupun pencerita storyteller, they use the stage very they use the fully of stage lah. Mereka menggunakan stage itu sepenuhnya. Okay, connect with the audience. So you must connect with your audience. So there's a lot of tips how you want to connect with the audience. Okay, breath and relax. So that is for example, breath and relax ni you give your audience, okay audience, I will give 5 minutes for you to be relaxed and ataupun kita rest 10 minutes. Pergilah minum air ke kan, just drink a little bit. Okay, pergi makan kuih muih kan yang disediakan and then masuk balik, we going to continue to the second slot. Okay, organizing the clothes, tell them what you have told them. Okay, kamu repeat balik what is the main point. Okay, when you closing the end of your speech, okay, reiterate the theme and summarize message, repeat key points, ask for action, and end on a positive note. Okay, end on a positive note like you put the quotes that motivation quote or something like that lah, ataupun you show the motivation videos and macam-macam lah. Okay, macam-macam lah. You can use the items that you want when you want to close the speech. Okay, time yourself for maximum impact. Oops, I don't have much time left. Okay, kadang-kadang kalau kita dengar biasa kalau Malay speaker, mereka akan menggunakan perkataan yang okay, nampaknya masa telah mencemburui kita, so kita kena laju. Okay, so kadang-kadang mereka talk something like that. Ataupun macam moderator, if we have moderator for example, if you go to the forum speech kan, so sometimes moderator will give the notes, the small notes to the speaker. There is still 1 minute, yeah. Macam dia memberi pesanan lah, alam for us to make sure that kita kita melihat masa. Maksudnya kita tahu okay masa dah nak habis kan. Okay, and then time is not enough. There is not I don't have much time left. Okay, so that is very important lah when you want to close your speech. Okay, the 3 presentation essential. The first thing is use visual aids wherever you can. Rehearse and rehearse. Okay, if you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail. Yeah. And then rehearse against clock. Okay, sentiasa melihat jam kan. Okay, because sometimes speaker they have their limited time for them to give some speech. Okay, third, memorize your script. Okay, you have to memorize you punya script. And then designing effective PowerPoint presentation. The first thing is you must be progressive, consistent, simple, clear, and have summary. Okay, so this is the way how you want to get the effective PowerPoint presentation. Okay, design the look of your presentation. The first thing is follow the KISS rule. Okay, keep it short and simple. So KISS is mean keep short and simple. Okay, di mana you have to make sure that you punya presentation, you punya slide presentation is short and simple lah, so that audience can more focus and more understand what will you gonna speak. Okay, and then use short words and short phrase. Okay, and then the 6x7 rules. Not more than 7 words per line. Okay, for each line ataupun for each sentence you must have used not more than 7 words. Okay, no more than 6 lines per slide. So in each slide you may put 6 line only. For example, like this slide right now, and there's a lot, there is a few, ataupun bila kita kira kat sini kita nampak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this slide we have 8 lines. Okay, so after this, if you want to do the presentation, you must make sure that tidak lebih, it's not more than 6 line lah. Okay, and then why visual? Visual are powerful tools because they increase understanding, save time, enhance attention, help control nervousness. Okay, so for example, like the cases of COVID-19, and they use the graph to make sure that we understand how many people who influence ataupun mendapat penyakit COVID-19 tersebut. Okay, increase understanding. We more to understand what the kind of speaker want to say, save time and enhance attention and help control nervousness. Okay, keep it simple. Picture. Okay, art word may distract your audience. Okay, kita menggunakan picture yang boleh menarik ataupun yang boleh menjadikan to make it simple. Okay, make it big, how to estimate. Sometimes kalau, that's why if you want to make some presentation, and so you must to test it by your own self. Okay, kamu mesti make sure yang kamu melihat benda tu. Contohnya macam yang dalam in this slide shown that you must you must you must show that you practice lah. Okay, contohnya macam you take 2 meters away from your table and you see the slide that you made, nampak ke tak, you see or not. Okay, is it clear or not? Okay, tips and techniques for effective presentation, which is maintain good eye contact, vary your speaking volume, use pause, do not read your presentation. Okay, this is very important. Jangan baca. Don't stand between the audience and the slide. Jangan. This is a very. This is the things that we have to avoid lah. Okay. Use story, question, clips. Okay. An example. Okay. So this is a very important tips that you may use. Do not put both hands in your pockets for a long time. Okay, speak to audience, not to the visual. Okay, that's why I say that eye contact is very important. Okay, speak clearly and loudly enough. Okay, circulate around the room as you speak. Discuss your objective at the beginning of the presentation. Okay, so this is here is the tips and techniques for delivery. Okay, tips on visual aids. Okay, how are there visual aids easy to read and easy to understand? So this question you may ask to yourself before you make the visual aid, before you use the visual aid. Nampak ke kalau guna graph ni? Okay. So you have to ask by yourself. Siapa yang baru masuk ni? Okay, and then can they be easily seen from all areas of the room? So you have to make sure that the visual that you use is clear, clear in every areas. Okay, jelas daripada pelbagai sudut. Okay, and then some final words. Communication is the key. Text to support the communication. Picture are used to simplify complex concept. Okay, sometimes when we want to tell the something the important something that complex is very hard for people to understand. But with using the picture, we can simplify, explain to them. Okay, sometimes when you use picture is more effective lah. Okay, and then visual to support, not to distract. Okay, visual adalah kita punya support for each presentation that we make, but it's not something that dia akan distract our speaking, our speech. Maksudnya dia hanyalah sebagai platform yang menyokong, bukannya mengganggu kita punya presentation. Okay, and then sign to detect that audience is not listening. Okay, petanda yang kita the sign that we know that audience is not listening. The first thing is start to look down, touch or rub the face and hand or hair, yawn, fidget, sigh heavily, whisper and tap their feet. And kadang-kadang sometimes we see, if we see the audience is not listening, we will feel like we will feel down lah. Okay, because of the audience not be focused to us. So if we want to avoid this happen, so make sure we have the very preparation. We have to prepare the presentation in a good term lah. Okay, and then okay, so that is only for the the topic 4, which is about the presentation skill. So I hope that the things ataupun the main point that I given today, you must ataupun I hope that you use in doing your presentation. Okay, you apply this kind of tips in your presentation skill. Okay, so that is only for today. So saya rasa we will gonna continue to our next step, which is about the test that the subjective test for you in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour 30 minutes maybe. Okay, so kita akan teruskan kepada test. Test tu you may download it on Moodle. Okay, kamu download soalan tu dekat Moodle. You download the question in the Moodle. Then for I will show you. there are still students who not enter my class, so I think for those yang tak masuk tu, itu nasib kamu lah sebab kamu tak masuk kelas saya kan. You tak beritahu saya apa-apa what is the reason why you don't attend my class. So kamu akan hilang markah lah. Tapi before tu saya akan bagi tahu mereka lah. Kalau mereka ada alasan yang kukuh, saya akan bagi mereka jawab quiz. Kalau tak, there is no consider lah. Saya tak akan consider lah. Kadang-kadang student ni dia suka main masuk kelas and then keluar kan. Tell your friend that we have quiz today. Sem 1C. Siapa ni? Syahriman. Sekejap Syahriman, saya baca kamu punya mesej sekejap. Okay, so for those yang boleh wait a minute Syahriman. Syahriman, kamu punya nombor ID apa? Ni Muhammad Syahriman bin Muhammad Hanifi.
Betul, Miss.
Okay. So siapa lagi? Siapa lagi yang tak ada dalam Moodle? Okay, saya dah masukkan kamu. So dekat sini kita ada 31. Okay, so so the question is here at the week dekat minggu week 7. Week 7 test 1, you go to the question and answer sheet, you download. Okay? When you download, dia akan jadi macam ni. Okay, you download, you put your names, okay. The duration is 1 hour, okay. So, you boleh start pada pukul 4.20 macam tu ataupun 4.30 you can okay, kita akan start quiz ni pada pukul 4.30 for 30 minutes, okay. Pukul 4.30 petang, and then you answer this in 1 hour. 1 hour. And then you submit at the submission session. Okay, yang ni this answer for objective question ni you abaikan. Okay, you abaikan dia. Jangan jawab sebab you dah answer on the before this. You dah jawab dah soalan objektif. Okay, you already answer the objective question. So you abaikan, you ignore this, you just answer this. Okay? You answer in this word, kamu just tulis dekat dalam ni je. Nanti saya akan check dekat sini je. Okay, don't use the new word, but you use this word lah. Okay, tulis je jawapan kat sini. Okay. Lepas tu nanti hantar yang macam ni dekat saya. Dekat you submit benda ni dekat saya after you done you punya subjective quiz. Okay. So ada apa-apa soalan tak? Is there any question that you don't understand? Kamu download, kamu jawab and then kamu hantar. Okay, you download, you answer and you submit dekat tempat yang sama. Okay. Tempat yang sama ni adalah at the same topic. Ni dekat sini. Dekat sini kamu submit. Okay. If you want to submit your punya quiz, you submit here. Alright. So I will open the question starting. Saya rasa semua dah boleh download kot soalan tu, dan kalau nak jawab pun jawab dah. Saya akan tutup the submission if on view or submission pula dah. Ni. Sekejap Okay, saya akan buka pukul 4.30. Hari ni 28 Julai. Hari ni dah 28 ke? Hari ni 27. Kan? Hari ni dah 27 kan?
You
Sorry,
miss.
ma'am, what you saying?
Okay, today is 27 July. Okay, so
Yeah.
July 2021. Okay, saya akan open this section on 16:30. Okay, 16:30. Okay, tutup submission is on tutup is on 27 Julai. Okay, kalau 1 jam so it mean pukul 5 lah kan. It's on 5:30 minutes. Okay. So 17:30. Okay. Okay, so you may answer right now. Kamu boleh download, and then kamu bagi tahu kawan-kawan kamu yang kita ada test hari ni, and you inform your classmate that we have the test today. Okay, the subjective test. So make sure you answer. The submission close on 5:30 PM. Okay. So itu sahaja for the discussion of each group about the draft assignment. I will tell you later. I will privately message the group leader lah. Okay. So itu sahaja on today. So Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and stay safe everyone. Okay. So you may leave our Google Meet and do your ni lah, your quiz. Okay, so bolehlah nak beransur, nak beredar.
Ma'am,
you,
we have
miss.
to submit at 5:30.
Thank you, miss.
What Ashad?
We have to submit at 5:30.
Yes, because your class is actually gonna end at 5:30. So
All right.
okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Assalamualaikum.
All right.
Thank you, miss.
All right.
Thank you, miss.
Miss, can I ask question?
Yes, Alia.
For the question number 6, I'm not understand. I don't understand.
Question number 6.
What should we do?
Oh, kamu perlu sekejap Sekejap ya. Waalaikumsalam. Okay, question kan. Okay. Number 6. Question number 6. Apply the above lecture using one note taking skill. Okay, kan kat atas tu kan ada ni kan, apa? Ada paragraph, betul tak? Ada paragraph. So paragraph ni kamu buat note, kamu buat nota daripada paragraph tu. Kamu petik the important point lah. Yang penting, and then kamu buat cara kamu punya note taking system. Adakah kamu nak buat dalam bentuk maps, mapping, ataupun kamu nak buat dalam bentuk sentence biasa kan. Kita kan dah belajar cara macam mana nak tulis nota kan. So kamu menggunakan benda tu.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay. Faham
Faham.
Alright.
Bye, Miss. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.